Do you ever have the feeling that items keep disappearing? Just kidding, let's get started. In this video series, we'll be providing actual, in-depth information on subjects affecting the Texas economy. Many of us only think about supply chains when seeking out a hot new toy at Christmas. That was before 2020. Since then, shortages in bicycles, automobiles, cream cheese, chicken wings, glass, ketchup packets, candy canes, pet food, almost any product you can think of have us all turning into armchair experts on the supply chain. The following 3 characteristics are key to supply chains, giving us lower costs and less waste. They are also key reasons, though not the only reasons, why we're seeing shortages. The benefits are mixed up with the risks. 1. Intermediate goods. Intermediate goods are all the parts that go into a final good that you, the consumer, buy. During the process of assembling a vehicle, the individual parts, think of the engine, bumpers, seats, the foam inside the seat that helps keep you comfortable through a Texas road trip, are made in different places and get traded back and forth across borders. The importance of intermediate goods to global supply chains is difficult to overstate. Advanced manufacturing industries, such as automotive, rely on this system. Global trade in intermediate goods is twice as large as trade in final goods. Plus, a worldwide market can allow countries to specialize in doing what they're best at, giving them an advantage and a competitive edge, and keep costs lower for consumers. The industries that rely on large global trade networks are also particularly vulnerable to economic upheavals. Recent events have prompted business leaders and policymakers to consider ways to strengthen supply chains, especially for sectors critical to the country's competitiveness and security, such as semiconductors. 2. Just-in-time manufacturing. Legend has it, this type of manufacturing was inspired by the Piggly Wiggly grocery store, which first opened in 1916. The story goes that in the 1950s, Toyota executives visiting from Japan saw the Piggly Wiggly model of self-service shopping and applied those principles to their own factories, developing the Toyota production system. There's a lot that goes into this system, but for our purposes, the key characteristic is just-in-time manufacturing, which relies on low inventories. It's kind of like buying on demand. Products are created only as they're needed, eliminating the waste that comes with having surplus inventory. During good times, it runs smoothly because companies have gotten pretty good at understanding people's shopping habits. But when demand exceeds expectations, products can become difficult to find. 3. The Bullwhip Effect. The Bullwhip Effect happens every day in a supply chain and is also closely tied with economic recessions. That's because lots of events can cause a bullwhip effect, even, say, a pandemic. It's a temporary change in consumer demand, which then leads to real changes in production and available inventory. Say more people buy chocolate bars for some reason. Retailers and wholesalers each place larger orders, causing factories to make lots of extra chocolate bars, which in turn can lead to farmers needing to supply lots and lots more cacao, all because of high demand for chocolate bars. Or the reverse happens, when a decrease in sales causes retailers, then wholesalers, then producers, and finally suppliers to decrease orders and production in ever greater quantities. But remember, the bullwhip effect always starts with a temporary change. So when sales pick back up, items go out of stock. Essentially, each person's reaction at one step of the supply chain sparks a bigger reaction at the next. And that is the whip-cracking graph. That's it. 3 characteristics that are a normal part of the modern supply chain. As for all the shortages, there are far more than 3 reasons for these. Labor shortages, port congestion, weather events, the pandemic, consumer buying habits, and more have been contributing factors. There is mostly consensus that supply chains will balance again as the world returns to normal. Nobody really knows when, though. Importantly, businesses have been adapting so that we can all find the items we need or want. Just-in-time manufacturing. Sorry. I could, in the end of it, all I could feel was it falling in my face, and that's what I was thinking of that whole last. And I'm saying cacao correctly, right? That is the correct pronunciation? Yeah.